Hi, today is going to be a general reading. We're just going to see whatever comes up for the collective, and then we're going to go with that, all right? There's a message here that Spirit wants you to know. There's a message that Spirit wants you to be aware of, and so we're going to go ahead and pull our first card here. We're going to see what's the message for today. What's the overall energy? What's the overall energy? Oops. All right. Authenticity. Rainbow activation. All right, so who's not being authentic? Who been being fake? Okay. Yeah. Be your authentic self. Be yourself. Do the things you want to do. Say the things that you want to say. That's our overall energy. Oops. All right. Yeah, so maybe some of you have been feeling as though you can't be yourself. We're going to look obviously a little bit more at this. But first, it's just what I've been feeling is that you actually feel like you cannot fully be yourself for some reason. We're going to see why in a second. But yeah, Spirit is saying it's time to be your true self. It's time to be all that you are. Whether that has to do with sticking up for your beliefs, right? Like if you have certain beliefs that other people don't believe in, hang on to those beliefs, right? If they're your beliefs, and they're your beliefs regardless of whether somebody disagrees, as long as they're not harming anybody. Being authentic. For some of you have been dressing in ways that you don't really want to dress. Like it's like when you go to put on some clothes, you're like, this isn't even me, but I feel like I need to wear it to sort of conform or to make it seem like I am somebody that I'm really not. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with dressing in certain ways depending on the setting that you're going in. But this does not feel like that. This feels like you literally are in a style that you don't even wear for real. Like this isn't even what you like to wear. But you're putting it on anyway because you feel like that's what you have to wear. I pulled this off camera just now, this remembering. We're not going to set it down, but Spirit did want this to come out because you need to remember who you are, okay? Remember this is a spiritual thing, okay? Like your authenticity is spiritual. It is a being authentic is the same as when people say, remember who you are, okay? You know that you're being yourself when you don't really have to think about it as much. You know you're being yourself when it feels good in your body. You know you're being yourself when it's as if there's not really anything else that you'd rather be doing or saying, okay? Straighten that out. All right. Let's see what else. Why do you feel like you can't be yourself? Why do you feel like you can't be yourself? Why do you feel miracles. You're not believing in the possibility. You feel like you're not believing that. You believe that you have to be a certain type of way for good things to happen for you. It feels like that you don't really truly believe in miracles anymore, right? Like to believe in the unseen. Because when we're not being ourselves, it's a form of forcing. It's a form of force. It's a form of trying to control the outcome because you feel like if you put on this certain mask, if you feel like you wear this certain thing, if you say the right words, if you don't say the right things, that is what's going to actually keep you safe. And that's what's going to, make your life better in some way. But Spirit is saying believe in miracles, okay? Believe in the possibility of things happening that you never thought could happen for yourself, because not being your authentic self is actually that is doing the opposite of bringing in. It's doing the opposite, okay? Miracles are here, things that you could only dream about, right, are going to happen for you. And that happens when you're being your true self, because when people can't see who we are, they don't really know how to help us. They don't know really what to give us. It can also, some of you have been feeling disconnected from other people. And the reason you've been feeling disconnected is because you haven't really fully been being yourself, or it's been feeling hard to be yourself. And again, it's because, it's because for some of you, you've been doubting the possibility, right? Again, it's like, if I can see it, if I can control it, then that means it's real, and that means the good things will happen if I control how other people see me. But this is not about controlling how other people see you. This is about being who you actually are, and the people that are aligned for you will show up. We're going to pull from this deck to see what else. To see what else Spirit has for you. All right. We actually got two that fell out, so we're going to take a look at both of these. Alrighty. So we have, my life is about relationships, and the law of attraction assembles happy relationships. So earlier, so we're going to set this one to the side for now. We'll set that one over here. All right. Let's just stick with first this, my life is about relationships. All right. This card is here to show you about, it is important for you to connect with other people. All right. It is important for you to have the relationships in your life that are fulfilling to you, that feel good to you. It says that you'll never find yourself in a point in time when the subject of relationships is not an active part of your now experience, because everything you perceive or notice or know is because of your relationship with someone else. Without a comparative experience, you will be unable to perceive or focus on any kind of understanding within yourself. Therefore, it is accurate to say that without relationships, you cannot exist at all. So your relationships have influenced how you show up in the world. We cannot deny that, right? Our relationships have influenced how we show up in the world, and they still do. And so it's like, have your relationships affected whether you show up fully as yourself? Have there been times in your life where you haven't where you shown up as yourself and you've maybe been rejected or ridiculed? The relationships in our life matters, right? And so denying that really doesn't help us. Being authentic isn't being like, oh, I just don't care about what other people think. Because we do care about what some people think, right? But it's like, how can I show up fully and care more about what I think about myself than what other people who maybe might reject or criticize or simply just not understand me, right? It's okay to not always be understood. That's where our creativity comes into play. Especially again with how we present ourselves, our personality, things like that, okay? Let's see. This one says the law of attraction assembles happy relationships. The law of attraction can't bring a well-balanced, happy person if you are not yourself already that. The law of attraction says that no matter what you do or say, you'll bring those who predominantly match the person you predominantly are. I'll say that again. No matter what you do or say, you will bring those who predominantly match the person who you predominantly are. So if you are not happy with yourself or your life, the attraction of a partner will only exaggerate the discord, because any action taken from a place of lack is always counterproductive, okay? So this is reminding us that however you show up, that is what you're attracting. It doesn't matter what you're thinking, right? Or what you say. But how are you actually showing up? What are your actions saying? Are you truly being authentic to who you are? Because that is going to influence who is around you. That's going to influence your relationships. That's going to influence the things that you get back in the world. Okay, so again, with relationships, with the work that you do, you can't really receive what you're meant to receive if you're not showing up as who you actually are. So Spirit is really reminding you today to show up as you are. Show up as your authentic self, whatever that authenticity looks like for you today. All right, that is it. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.